What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. It has been a while since we've done an Indiana Pacers rebuild, and today I want to make Pacers fans' dreams come true. Today, no matter what happens in the draft lottery, I'm going to be rigging it for the Pacers. Well, we're going to see if we can just win it naturally first, but if we don't, I'm guaranteeing this Pacers team today, Victor Wembanyama. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one, subscribe if you are new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. So we are down to the wire when it comes to the NBA regular season, and something I want to recommend real quick before we go any further in this video: if you are an active user of Start Today, I would highly recommend, like on the last few days of Start Today, that you turn off autosave and actually like save a file just in case, because I feel like every year, it may not have happened last year, but like years before that, I would always do this because Start Today would always crash when the playoffs started. Like, it would just stop working for like a week and then they'd finally fix it. So if you don't want to miss out on Start Today, I highly recommend doing that. I will definitely be doing that. So if you're asking me how I'm still using Start Today, if it does crash, I don't know if it will, but that will be how. Regardless though, like I just said, we're just going to assimilate the rest of the season. Obviously, we know what they have in Halliburton. They re-signed Miles Turner. They got Benedict Mathurin. A lot to be excited about in Indiana, but we could be even more excited if we got that #1 overall pick, which they will be in this video no matter what. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props app that allows you to choose overs or unders on your favorite players that you enjoy watching each and every day. It is available on mobile or desktop, and this is how it looks. They give you the number and you're gonna choose over or under on it. They pretty much have every sport you can imagine, whether it's soccer, NFL, NHL. They have a ton of different options. So this is how it works. You choose between 2 to 6 players, 2 being 3 times your money, all the way up to 6 players, 25 times your money. PrizePicks has just elevated my watching experience to a whole new level. So if you want to sign up, I also have some of my entries as examples here. That way you can kind of see how it works. But if you want to sign up, links in the description. Use code Crushables. They match your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring today's video. The 76ers actually went on to win the championship over the Denver Nuggets in 6 games, so I guess Joel Embiid does deserve MVP over Jokic. Just kidding, I don't know. But player retirements got Udonis Haslem, Carmelo. Nobody too important. Let's go straight to the lottery process. Because like I said, I'm going to try to just see if this Pacers team can get lucky here and we just somehow get the #1. I don't have to do anything. But if we don't, I'm still going to give us the, the #1 overall pick. So this could be pointless, but I'm still going to do it anyway. So we're projected the 7th overall pick, the 7th best odds at Victor Wembanyama. So let's see if we can get lucky here. We got the Pelicans via the Lakers. So it looks like the Lakers actually fell out. So that's going to belong to the New Orleans Pelicans. And then we're going to have, or is that the Pelicans pick? That might have been the Pelicans pick. Maybe they fell out. My bad. So you got the Raptors, number 13. Okay. Number 12, you're going to have the Orlando Magic. Let's see if that, and yeah, Orlando's going to be 12. Okay. Nothing has changed so far. That's via Chicago. You got Oklahoma City Thunder via 11, and they're going to stick that way as well. So the Thunder fell out of the playoff race as well. The Mavericks at number 10. You're going to have them. Oh, the Mavericks just jumped to the top 4. Wow, that is not a good start to this video for us. You got Jazz, number 9. Let's see if that stays the way it is. It does, okay. This doesn't mean that this might be our pick right here because of the Mavericks jumping, and I'm going to assume that is the case. No, we jumped up as well. So we're in the top 4, baby. That's all I needed. Trailblazers, number 7. Does suck as a Blazers fan to see that, and they're going to stay at 7. Literally, I think, weren't we 7 last year, or we were 6? I can't remember. Hornets, number 6. So they're not going to get Wemby. They're going to drop down to 6. That really sucks for them. All right. We're about to get to the top 4. Rockets, number 5. Damn, if the Rockets fell, that would be wild too. And Rockets, number 5. That would suck for them. Like, bad. They'd be down bad. All right. Hopefully we're not 4. Hopefully we're not 4. And we are not 4. We're in the top 3, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the top 3. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Come on. Let's not be 3 either. Give me 2 or 1, and I'll be very happy that we even got this far. So, please, please. It is not us. It's not us. It's Storybook. It was meant to happen. Please don't give me 2. Please don't give me 2. Just give me 1. Let's just make this video. We got 2. Close enough. Very close. All right. What a number 1's going to be? The Mavericks, Luka, and Victor Wembanyama. I low-key should make that video. That would be kind of crazy. That actually inspired me to do a video, but I do so many Mavericks rebuilds. It's like, should I even do that? Imagine, though, Mavericks jump up from wherever they were to 1. Unfortunately, though, today I got to take that pick away from you. Just kind of the sad reality of the video I'm doing today. But man, if you guys wanted to see a Wembanyama and Luka video, definitely let me know. We could do something because that could be honestly really fun. So before we head into draft night, now that we have the #1 overall pick from Dallas, sorry Dallas fans, got a ticket from you today. I'm going to attempt to trade Buddy Hield here. I kind of want to give Benedict Mathurin that full-time shooting guard role next to Tyrese Halliburton, and then Miles Turner play that 5, and then Wembanyama is going to play the 4 for us, and we'll figure out the small forward position later on. But let's go ahead. I obviously just could keep Buddy Hield and have Benedict Mathurin and Buddy Hield start together, whatever. But if I can just get rid of him, I think this is the route I'm going to go. So Buddy Hield for a first-round pick, I definitely would take that. So this first offer from Philadelphia sounds kind of good to me. We might go with that one. Chicago's offering me 2 firsts. Cleveland 1 first. Derek White, Luke Kennard, Clint Capella, Doug Robinson, and a first-round pick from Miami. Which what kind of pick is that? It's an unprotected Miami pick. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So a lot of these offers are actually pretty solid. I'm actually really excited about some of these offers. So we can take on Doug Robinson's contract, but I don't really want to do that. I actually kind of want to keep my money open, I should say. Lakers, once upon a time could have had him. So I think I'm just going to go with the 76ers offer where they get a shooter next to Buddy, or not to Buddy, next to Joel Embiid, I should say. And so Buddy Hield's going to be in Philly, and we get Furkan Korkmaz, who did request a trade, so I guess he's finally going to get his wish here. So we'll take that, and just like that, Buddy Hield is now a 76er. I might move him to shooting guard for... Actually, no. I'll leave him at small forward because he might be starting. I don't know. It depends on Tobias Harris. Let's move Toby to 4 for them. That way they have Hield. They'll have Harden, Maxey, Buddy Hield, Harris, and Embiid. Pretty solid. All right. Enough of that. And now we have a lot of draft picks on draft night. We have 1, 2, 3 first-round picks on today's draft. So that's honestly really exciting. And 2 second-rounders, not to mention, as well. So do I want to try to package 2 of these picks to maybe move up, like to 19 or something? Like, I could walk away with maybe something like that. So let's see. If I could move up to like 18, or that's Cavs. No, we don't want that. 26. Atlanta, 16. Kings, 24. That's not enough for me to move up. 17 from Brooklyn could be interesting. Let's see if I can move up to 17 with 25 and 28. I don't know if they'll accept this. I'll offer second as well. Let's see if I can move up. Okay, I move up. So just like that, we'll have 1 and 17. I feel good about that. All right, I don't know what we're going to get. We mainly are going to be getting Wembanyama, obviously. So that's going to be our power forward. So we're going to need either a shooting guard or a small forward we can be excited about. So let's see if we can find that in the draft. So, as you guys know, with #1 overall, we're going to be adding Victor Wembanyama next to Halliburton and Benedict Mathurin and Miles Turner. That's going to be super exciting. And at 17, since we did trade up here, we have like Taylor Hendricks still on the board, Dariq Whitehead. You got Bryce, you got Kel Ware, Gregory Jackson, Sid, Lively, Julian Strother. Which one do I want is the question. Kadeem Richmond, Chris Murray. I'm not sure I love any of these guys here, to be honest with you, but I'm honestly leaning towards Taylor Hendricks at this point. 19 years old, 6'9", is supposed to go in the lottery if I'm not mistaken, and he just shot 43% from 3, 26 points per game. Give me Taylor Hendricks here at 17, and I'll feel pretty good about that. So that will be my draft. Wembanyama and Taylor Hendricks. I feel good about that. 17 Hendricks. I could have drafted like Sese and Gregor Jackson as well, but that's all right. I love what we got. So we're going to go straight to, and we got Trayvon Smith in round 2 at the end. So we'll go ahead and sign him as well. Player options, Halliburton, Naismith, Isaiah Jackson, Chris Duarte, Kendall Brown, and accept all those. And then qualifying offers, you got nothing. All right, so free agency, we don't have to sign anybody to big extensions just yet. So it wouldn't be a terrible idea to use our money while we can, right? Like, it wouldn't be a bad idea by any means. So Halliburton, McConnell, I like that. You got Nembhard, Chris Duarte, and then Korkmaz, who we got in that trade. Benedict Mathurin, I actually want to run Benedict at the 2, honestly. He does go down, but I'm okay with that. We're going to run him at the 2 because I like him there a little bit better. So he'll be our point guard, shooting guard, our backcourt. I love it. And then Nembhard, Duarte, we'll see what we do with them. Hendricks right now, I'd be fine if he just played some minutes. I'm not sure I love him as a starter just yet. Naismith and Jalen Smith, which obviously we're going to be changing that here in a second because Wemby and Miles Turner will start together, which we'll do something like that. So Miles Turner and Wemby will be our starters together, which is going to be fun. And then eventually maybe we can move on from Miles Turner. So we got Naismith, Jalen Smith. So we got plenty of backups in the front court. We don't need to worry about that. So my biggest thing is maybe signing like a small forward on this team. And we have money, so we might as well use it at this point. So small forwards we could sign. I saw we could afford Kyle Kuzma. But someone I kind of like the idea of, who I was kind of looking at as well, is like a Cameron Johnson. 27 years old. Is going to be another nice floor spacer. Obviously, he'd be perfect off of Halliburton. So I kind of like the idea of splashing my money on Cameron Johnson. So I'm going to go ahead and give Cameron Johnson a nice little contract. Now, I could afford, unless there's a better shooting guard, which there really isn't. I can give like Gary Trent a contract, I guess, but I'm going to roll with Cameron Johnson. Let's roll with Cameron Johnson. And we'll give him a deal to be our brand new small forward. We'll see if he'll accept that or if this gets matched. We're going to get Cameron Johnson in free agency. I think that's pretty solid. I actually love the addition of that. And I think that's going to be it for me. We got plenty of front court depth. There's really no need to go too crazy here. Eventually, we're going to have to pay Halliburton and then Mathurin following that. So, yeah, I feel pretty good. We got a really nice small forward. We got Wembanyama, of course. Miles Turner's going down. You're going to have Chris Duarte going up, Isaiah Jackson, McConnell, Jalen Smith, and then we got Taylor Hendricks in the draft. So, I will see you guys at the rotation where I will show you what we'll be running. The rotation honestly is looking really good right now. Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, Cameron Johnson, love it. Wembanyama and Miles Turner in the front court, absolutely love that. Isaiah Jackson, Duarte, I'm cool with that. And then Jalen Smith, and then TJ McConnell. So part of me wants to give minutes to a lot of these guys down here, like Andrew Nembhard, Jordan Nwora. I want to give Taylor Hendricks some minutes as well. So part of me wants to take out McConnell out of the rotation completely. I'd like TJ McConnell, but I definitely would love to develop Taylor Hendricks if I can in this video, because I don't want to have to rely on Cameron Johnson throughout the whole video. I might be able to move him and Turner in like a crazy package or something down the line. I'm not really sure what my game plan will be. I would love to get Naismith some minutes as well, but they got Jalen Smith these minutes right now. Do I want to play Jalen Smith or Naismith? Let's give it to Aaron Naismith. No particular reason. I'm just gonna give Aaron Naismith these minutes instead, and that's what we're gonna roll with. So I will go ahead and celebrate this first season with Halliburton and Wembanyama, Miles Turner, all these guys together. Let's see if we can, get a playoff berth in this first season. I feel like this team is good enough that we might be there. So at the end of the season, Jason Tatum went MVP. Vic is your rookie of the year. No surprise there. 20 and 10. Very good shooting splits. Scoot Henderson, 6-man in Detroit. 80 defensive player. So that means the Mavericks probably drafted Brandon Miller. Okay. 80 defensive player and Garland most improved. Doc Rivers is your coach of the year. Here's your All-NBA first team. You're going to have, I don't think we're going to have any pay. Actually, Halliburton did make it. So did Victor Wembanyama in his rookie season. So already have a pretty nice duo with these two. Here's your all defensive first team and all defensive second team. So we actually did end up making the playoffs as a 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. If we go take a look at the stats for the year, we have 22 from Halliburton with 13 assists, 20 and 10 from Wembanyama. When do I have to pay Halliburton, by the way? Is it? Yeah, it's this offseason. Okay, so Benedict was 17, 12.5 from Chris Duarte, and then 11 from Cameron Johnson, 11 from Miles Turner, and then 10 from Isaiah Jackson, 8 from Aaron Naismith, and then even Taylor Hendricks chipped in 7 points off the bench. Not too shabby. Wasn't the most efficient player in the world, but that's to be expected with being a rookie. So now we get to play Cleveland. So Cleveland, probably a team we're not going to be able to beat, but we do match up pretty well against them. As we know, they have a very tall front court, and so do we. So there's a chance that we could match up really well and potentially upset Cleveland, but we all know how good Cleveland is in the simulation. We do win game 1, though. Donovan Mitchell, 26 and 8, 30 and 14 from Halliburton. Game 2, they even it up. Fair enough. Game 3, they're up 2-1. Game 4, we even it up, so we're not going anywhere just yet without a fight. 3-2 lead for them, and they are going to beat us in 6 games. I'm just happy we made the playoffs in year 1, honestly, so I'm not too discouraged by that. You're going to have Cleveland and Golden State. Definitely a familiar rivalry we're all familiar with, obviously. Cleveland and the Warriors, they face so many damn times. But retirements, you got Iguodala, Al Horford, all these guys retiring. CJ Miles is a name I haven't seen in forever. But lottery time once again. I don't think we're going to have anybody's lottery pick here unless if there's a trade I'm not thinking of. But yeah, it looks like we're not going to be involved in the lottery this year. San Antonio's going to get 1. And then as far as our pick is concerned in this draft, we're going to have 22. So, and then we're going to have Philly's pick from that Buddy Hield trade. So Philly was good. So now I have 22 and 28. Maybe we could package our picks again to move up. Or we could get a little fancy here and maybe try to use these picks in a trade for someone to help us on this team even further compete. A lot of options here because we're going to have to pay Halliburton. So we might as well try to do as much as we can here while we have the assets. Do I have some other guys under contracts right now? Let's see. So what do I have? I have Cameron Johnson's contract. I have Nembhard's contract. I have Hendricks' contract. Okay. And then I have Miles Turner, Cameron Johnson. Okay. So not a ton of young players down here. Just 2 of them with Nembhard and Hendricks. All right. I will keep that in mind. 4 picks in this draft. I will probably see you guys in the draft, but if not, I might be making a trade. I'm going to look around the league real quick. So we're not going to be trading for any veterans. Instead, I'm going to try that trading up in the draft technique again here. And the Pelicans hold a bunch of mid-round picks. So if I can get either 19, 17, or 16, I'll be totally okay with that. I'm going to offer 22 and 28 just for 16. I'm going to just keep going until they say yes to one of those picks because I'm okay with moving up to any of them. So 17, what do you say? No, let's go 19. So we'd go up 3 spots. Not a crazy difference, but could make a difference in some worlds. So I'm going to go 19. They agree. So we get 19. We move up to 19. And now we can just draft whoever is here. Not for particular targeting anybody, but just kind of moving up to see what I can get. We are going to need another backup point guard in the future. So Skylar Clark maybe could run that position. Backing up Halliburton. So that's not a bad idea. Elijah Fisher, MJ Rice, Carlisle. So I'm kind of leaning towards like Fisher or Skylar Clark. And I'm going to go with the younger one, Elijah Fisher. We're going to welcome to the team, and that will be the guy I just traded up for. And not really sure why we need to do that, but hey, we did it. And just like that, 72 overall. I definitely wanted to take, part of me wanted to take the guard. He was a 70 overall, so it wouldn't really have made much of a difference. Got Washington and Thompson. I'm going to decline Thompson and just sign Washington. And then player options, you're going to have Smith declining, McConnell. I'm going to decline as well. And Daniel Tice, J.J. Jackson, and Benedict Mathurin are back. And of course, as we know, we have to re-sign Halliburton. Naismith, we'll see on. I'm not really sure what I want to do with him just yet. But Halliburton must re-sign this offseason. So let's just wait on Halliburton because that's definitely something I'll be looking for. So he's getting an offer. Of course, I'm going to match that offer 100%. No reason to let the man walk. And that will be something we need to take care of 100 times 10. All right, Halliburton, Mathurin, Duarte, Nembhard. I honestly feel like we can move Indra and Nembhard to backup point guard and roll with that. So I'm going to move him there. He doesn't move in overall, but he'd be a fine backup point guard. So I'll go with that. Then you'll have Benedict Mathurin, Chris Duarte. I'm actually rolling with that. Feeling pretty good about our backcourt depth. We have Cameron Johnson and Taylor Hendricks, and we just drafted Elijah Fisher. So if there was any position I wasn't particularly confident in, I guess it'd be the small forward. And then the other position would be the center position with Miles Turner, who is on the last year of his deal with $19 million available offered to him. And then we could obviously always move Wembanyama to center if we need to. So there is the potential of maybe moving Miles Turner, but I'm not going to do it. If I do it, I will do it at the trade deadline. So I'm not going to do anything. I think I'm going to roll with what we got for now. I might go sign like some depth at power forward. I could bring back like Naismith or Jalen Smith. I'm probably just going to go with Aaron Naismith. He's not going to ask for too much, so I'm just going to re-sign him. It says renounce him. I'm not going to bring back Jalen Smith. I'm just going to re-sign Aaron Naismith. And that will be it. If the team is struggling and I feel like there is a move we can make at the deadline, that's what I'll do. But I feel like progression is just going to leapfrog us enough that it may not even be necessary. Like I said, we got to have a look at Miles Turner at the deadline because he's on the last year of his deal. So if there is a move to be made, I can move Wembanyama to the center or even leave him at power forward still and get another center. That is what I'll be looking at the deadline. And then Hendricks didn't develop at all, which is kind of unfortunate. Smith is going up. We got a lot of young pieces down here that I think we could definitely feel a trade if we wanted to. I could probably do it right now because it's a lot easier to trade a bunch of players right now than it is at the deadline, obviously. So, I mean, there's really nothing I'm kind of looking at right now where I'm like, okay, this is what I should be getting. But if that does approach us at the deadline, I will probably be, kind of jumping all over it. So, I will potentially see you guys at the deadline or next year's playoffs. Just kind of depends on how things are going. Because, of course, we can always just re-sign Miles Turner again if we wanted to. But if there's an upgrade to be made, I will make it. We are stopped at the trade deadline, and I see something I've never seen before. Something that just is just crazy. So, I have an option that's more realistic that I could probably pull off, and then I have a crazy option that would be wild. So, the biggest thing is Brandon Ingram is available, and they're actually targeting Miles Turner. The Pelicans hope to land Miles Turner. We can maybe work something out, but something I want to show y'all, and I've never seen this before in all my rebuilding of this game. Like, I've never seen it. We're going to the Milwaukee Bucks. They have Giannis Antetokounmpo not as untouchable. He's not untouchable. What are the odds of me getting Giannis? Very slim. If I offer Wembanyama, they're probably accepting it. I'm not doing that, obviously, but imagine I could form Giannis on this Pacers team. That I gotta try, right? I at least gotta try. I don't think I'm gonna get him, but I'm gonna offer Miles Turner, which is fine with me. I will definitely offer Miles Turner. We'll have Wembanyama play center, and we can roll with that. So Cameron Johnson as well, and then let's say I don't know, my trade value Hendrick has 2.5, and then anyone else, Isaiah Jackson has 2.5 star value. Okay, let's see if they have and they have a bunch of minimums. This is perfect. This is so perfect. If I'm going to be able to do this, there is a chance. There is a chance I can pull this off. So, Turner, Cameron Johnson, Hendricks, Isaiah Jackson, my 2025 unprotected, and my 2027 unprotected. Does this give me Giannis? I don't think so, but it is worth a shot. We are giving up a lot of depth here, but imagine getting Giannis Antetokounmpo on this Pacers team. Never in my life have I traded for Giannis. I have to try, right? Oh my goodness, I thought that was gonna, I honestly, for a split second, thought this was gonna happen. You're asking me to give away a valuable asset where none of the assets I get back are nearly as valuable. That's not happening. Oh, okay. I had to try. Is there anything else I can offer them? Obviously, I can offer them Wembanyama. Would I be crazy to offer Benedict Mathurin? I feel like I would be. I definitely would be, but it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to get Giannis. I would be giving up a ton of depth, but I have a big three of Giannis, Wembanyama, and dude, this is crazy. I want to do it, but at the same time, I just don't even think that would be worth it. If I offered Mathurin, would they accept it? I don't want to, man. Part of me doesn't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It's just, I feel like, because, I mean, Halliburton and Giannis isn't the best duo. I mean, we can always make Giannis work. What am I talking about? Who would play shooting guard for us, though? I guess Chris Duarte would step at the shooting guard spot. We're getting up a ton of depth here. I'm offering Mathurin. This is my final offer. They don't accept it. Okay, they don't. All right, I'm kind of glad they didn't accept it. So, we're not getting Giannis. It was a fun idea to think about, but I'm going to turn my attention to Brandon Ingram. Let's go for it. Let's offer Miles Turner to them if they want him, and we can work something out where we can add Brandon Ingram to this team. I feel like that would be well worth it. Right now, he's averaging 20 points per game, 45% shooting. So let's go ahead and try to get Brandon Ingram on this team. We need $11 more million in this trade. I feel like Naismith would make that money up, and then I can give him like Elijah Fisher or something who we just, got in that draft. And they have one minimum within his freedom, and then they have anything like Dell maybe. Okay, let's offer 2025 unprotected. All right, that was it. We got Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram is now on the Pacers, I should say. So, Wembanyama, you're going to go to center. You're going to be our center again. And this is what we're going to roll with. So, it's going to be Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, Brandon Ingram. They got Lydell, but I'm going to move Cameron Johnson to the 4, I think. We'll do that. And then that will be our brand new rotation. I'm honestly super, super excited about that. So, Giannis would have been freaking amazing, but Halliburton, Mathurin, Ingram, Johnson, Wembanyama, Jackson, Duarte, Nembhard, and Taylor Hendricks. The reason why I did this is because right now we're hovering around 500, 29, 28. So this little disappointed on where we're at right now. But now that we've added Brandon Ingram, we'll have to re-sign him. But I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be worth adding him to the team. It's going to make us much better. And hopefully by the end of things, we are in the playoffs. And the bench isn't the worst in the world. It could be better, but it's good enough. Tatum once again wins MVP. Rookie of the year goes to Matt on the Spurs. You're going to have Cade Cunningham, 6-man, Giannis defensive player. Almost the Indiana Pacer. Almost so close. Josh Giddey most improved. And Quinn Snyder is your coach of the year. LaMelo, Shea, Tatum, Giannis, Jokic. We still get like Halliburton and Wembanyama. No Wembanyama or Halliburton, it looks like. What about an all-defensive team? Any Pacers representatives? Nope. All right, so we have the 5th seed in the East. We're playing the Knicks in round 1. We obviously went all in at the deadline by adding Brandon Ingram. He was our leading scorer. You had Wembanyama with 18, 19, 19, then 20. So kind of a big 4 here in my opinion. Looks really good. Isaiah Jackson really contributing off the bench. So he's someone I might look to re-sign. Duarte, same thing. Cameron Johnson, Nembhard, and then Lydell. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Knicks in round 1. They have Jalen Brunson, OG. Pretty solid starting 5 with Oubre off the bench. Pretty solid team on paper here in New York. They're up 1-0. Fair enough. We even it up 106-97, 27-10. 28 from Brandon Ingram showing up right now as we speak. 20 and 18, 20. Okay, can we win game 4? We do. Beat them by 2. Can we go to the second round? No. Can we do it now? No. Game 7. Wow, we had them right where we wanted them. And now it's looking like we might be going home here in round 1 as we have to head to Madison Square Garden. So hopefully we can take this game and go to round 2. That would be such a huge leap in our development here as a young team. And we are going to beat the Knicks in game 7 in Madison Square Garden. So we are heading to the second round to play, unfortunately, the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta's annoying to play. They just are. And they got DiVincenzo in Atlanta, DeAndre Hunter, Collins. So who did they lose? They lost to Jonte Murray. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but it could. They still got the 1st seed regardless. They're up 1-0. Yeah, we're probably going to get swept here. Yep, and Atlanta's lovely, man. I love playing Atlanta. Just so stupid how stupid good they are in this game, but I can't be too surprised. So we got Clippers. Wow, Jaylen Brown versus Jason Tatum in the finals. That is so poetic. And you're going to have Jason Tatum beat his former teammate, former duo, as Jaylen Brown went to go make his own team, I guess, or something. All right, I'm going to run it one more year. Draft lottery process, not going to matter too much. Pelicans are going to have the 2nd overall pick via the Bucks. Man, it would have been fun to have Giannis. I guarantee I would have won a championship, but it's all good. So the only thing I need to do now is just make sure We have everything set in stone. Everything's going to be back, and we should be good. So I got to resign Ingram. I just skipped the draft, but honestly, it's all right. I don't really care about the draft at this point. So yeah, we didn't have it first anyway. Player options, we're going to accept all of these, and then qualifying offers. Going to have Isaiah Jackson, Trayvon Smith, Liddell, and then Chris Duarte. I want to bring back Isaiah Jackson, Duarte, and I got to resign Ingram as well, I believe. So Ingram, going to give him a 5-year deal. We have cap space. Imagine, actually, right now, I could add Giannis. Dude, I tried to get him at the deadline. And now I can add him to the team. Part of me wants to do it. Not gonna lie to you. What are our offers right now? The Knicks on a 5-year deal. Jason Tatum also would be kind of crazy, but I would have to give up someone to do this. Hendricks, Nembhard, Cameron Johnson. I think it'd be worth trading Cameron Johnson away. You know what? We're going to do it. We're going to try to get Jason Tatum or Giannis on this team. I'm doing it. I don't go for him very often, so let's change it up. I'm going to trade him to the Lakers for Dallas Thomas. And I'm going for both Giannis and Jason Tatum. I'm going to get one or the other. I don't care which one. One of you is joining the Indiana Pacers, and that is final. So I'm not going with Brandon Ingram. Let's see what we got. Giannis, number one offer. Obviously, I'd love to have both, but I can only choose one. And for me, I'm going to choose Giannis. Actually, I feel like Tatum would fit much better. But Giannis and Wembanyama as a duo. I got to do it. I'm getting Giannis. I'm getting Giannis on this team. And I'm not thinking about it. I almost got him at the trade deadline, and I'm going to get him now. So I have to renounce Isaiah Jackson, I imagine, which I have to renounce Duarte. But you know what? It's going to be worth it. Giannis is a Indiana Pacer. I'm not even thinking twice about it. It still gives me the ability to sign Ingram. That is crazy. Wait, so I got to have Halliburton, Nembhard, Mathurin, Ingram, Giannis. Give me Brandon Ingram. Give me Brandon Ingram as well. I don't know why I'm still able to sign him, but you know what? I'm not going to question it. Now I'm going to question it. Okay, what do we need now? So we got Nembhard. We got Hendricks, who should develop into a backup small forward. We needed a little bit of everything, actually. So shooting guard, Austin Reeves, perfect backup shooting guard, Austin Reeves. Let's sign him, and that will probably be the most money that we can offer now. Still have a little bit left. We got like Metu, who could be a nice backup center. We don't need anything too crazy. We're gonna be super top heavy, so it's all good. And I'll sign like Kendrick Williams. So that will be my offseason. Absolutely insane. We got Giannis and Brandon Ingram. That's just crazy. Mason Jones, Trayvon Smith, and Giannis, Halliburton, Wembanyama, Ingram, Benedict Mathurin. I think it's safe to say we have formed a absolute insanely talented team in Indiana. This team is the Avengers. It's better than the Avengers, in my opinion. So let's go see. Power ranking latest number 1. We better be absolutely damn good. Halliburton, Mathurin, Ingram, Giannis, Wembanyama, Reeves, Nembhard, Hendricks, Kendrick Williams. Our bench does suck a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to make up for it with our starting 5. 4-star perimeter centric. Going to be 4.5. We cannot. So this may not work out because sometimes too much good things is a bad thing. So I will see you guys at the end of the season and see how we do. Giannis in a Pacers jersey wins MVP. Dylan Harper, Rookie of the Year. Anthony Simons, 6th man in Portland. Giannis, Defensive Player. So Giannis just comes over here and dominates. And Wembanyama, Most Improved. Rick Carlisle, Coach of the Year. So if we ain't winning the championship this year, I'm going to be heavily disappointed because we did not just throw this all together just for this to not work out. So Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, 8 from Nembhard. Yeah, I mean, everything just looks so damn good. Halliburton could average like 20 assists if he wanted to with this team. So let's go ahead and come out here and see if we can win a championship. I don't feel like any team should knock us off, but you never really know with this game. So somebody come around against Chicago. We beat them in 5. And now we get Charlotte. They have Devin Vassell, Mark Williams, DeJounte Murray, LaMelo. Miles Bridges is back in Charlotte as well. So they got a pretty good team, but we're better in my opinion. And we are... Bro, you're telling me that Wembanyama and Giannis, Halliburton, and just Mathurin and all that gets eliminated by Charlotte in round 2? Yeah, I just can't win this game today. I'm out. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.